Hello everyone, this is Green Cheese and welcome to part 8 of Let's Play Journey. Okay, now I'm going to be going through all the trophies in the game, so let's get right to it. Also, lots of the footage has been fast forwarded because I've thought it's unimportant and saved about over 15 minutes of footage. Okay, minutes of the video, just save time. Okay, this is the hub. It looks just like the end of the first level. It's like one of these doorway things that leads to the each level. Of course, the one in the middle leads to the second level, as in the first one. There is obviously no portal to the first level because you're practically already there. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of just messing around here. I'm just there are two of the what I call them fabric extensioners here, so I'm just getting these right now. Oh yes, of course that big bundle of fish are still there, so that greatly helps you get around. I've noticed while you're getting that thing, until you've completely gotten you've got practically unlimited. Your cape doesn't go down, so as you can see, even though I've got a really short cape, I've flown really far. This place shows you how many of the fabric extensions you've got. As you can see, I haven't gotten all of them. I'll eventually get to that. I think that's the last trophy. Okay, first is Threshold. Across the broken bridge without completely rebuilding it. Okay, you have to go to the second level for this. Pretty straightforward. The bridge, in the second level. Well, basically, you have to, get to the end of level without, restoring the whole bridge. So, I'll show you the easiest way to do that. Okay, you get here. First, you bypass the first one. That's the bridge piece that we're not doing. So go straight to the second one, and then do that one. Okay, second one was restored. The second one, the third one, which I'm going to now, is really the only piece you have to do because that restores like 2 parts. So yeah, if you're going to do this, if you want to be a bit creative, you still, I think it's pretty mandatory that you do the third one. Yeah, this is a bit fail. I just sort of fall down. Oh yeah, I'm dubbing over this because the time I was recording this, it was really loud, so I couldn't do voice recording at the same time. Okay, so yep, okay, now that you've done that, you go back to where you unleashed the first one. Okay, get these fish things, do circle thing, and then fly to the top. It is very important you don't fully restore it, otherwise, it's pointless. And then you can use the boost from that to get to the top, and then it's pretty straightforward from here. I recommend you do this offline, because if your partner doesn't know what you're doing, then he might fully restore the bridge. And then you should have the trophy once you've gotten here. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Okay, the next trophy is Mirage. Find the hidden desert flower. This trophy is a reference to one of that game company's earlier games. I think it's called Flower. And you have to go to the third level for this. Okay, you keep going like normal. Okay, there's companion guy. Okay, for the first part, just follow the level as usual. Now, I think there's an easier way to find it than what I did, but this is just how I did it. Okay, you keep following it, you keep going till you get the second one. Now, I think you can actually just go right from here to find it, but that's not the way I learned how to do it, so I keep going. And then wait till you get to the third one, which has the mural, the glyph things. Okay, from there, just keep heading, backwards, and just keep going for a while. I think you have to cross 2 sand dunes. Yeah, just keep going, and then to your left, once you get to the top, you should be able to see it. Then that little the deepest point, you should see something there. That is the desert flower. Now, you sort of have to, you can either do a call sign or sort of just walk into it and it should do a little call. and then just wait a few seconds and you should have the trophy. Like so. I thought you had to do a call sign, so I was a bit confused when I got the trophy and I hadn't, yeah. Okay, next one. Explore, discover all the cloth creatures in the desert. This is this is actually a relatively hard one, you know, compared to the others. Yeah, I'm sort of just, you know, failing here, so yeah, I've kind of really sped this up. Okay. So basically, you know how in the third level you have to release the cloth creatures? Well, you just have to find all of them. Some of them are a bit more hidden than others. The first one is really easy. It's practically impossible to miss it. Okay, that's the first one done. Okay, then from there you sort of just head east. I'm just going to assume it's east. And you just keep going for a while, and then in the background you should see it. Also, there is a, you know, fabric extensioner thing there. I should really find out what they're really called. It's just because this game doesn't have any written text or dialogue, it's sort of hard. Okay, that's the second one done. Okay, from there sort of head northwest. Or mainly north, really. And then you should pass the desert flower. And then you should head to what would be the second one, you know, if you'd followed what, you know, you're supposed to do. Well, not really what you're supposed to do, but what most people do if they, you know, don't really know what they're looking for. Okay, from here you head north again. And then once you get to there, you start heading west. And then you should find this place with a big tower and everything. And then behind the tower there should be a building, and there is a squid thing that needs to be released in that building. And there you go. And then from there you need to head south. Speeding this up saves so much time. I think I saved almost 20 minutes in this video by speeding things up. Okay, and then eventually you should find the other mural as well. So yeah, you can find that there. And that is the first time I think you really see the war machines. You know, like, you know, seeing them as war machines as opposed to just corpses. Because of course you see the corpses in the second level. Okay, I think that is the last one. Well, you know, in like this area. Okay, this is going to take a while. Then you have to keep going and just keep going till you get to that those towers, you know, where it's all like, there's like a sandstorm there, which is where the level ends. Because there are actually, you know, there are squid things that need to be released there. So you keep going, and then you sort of play through the level as you would normally from here on. You ride the squid things. Okay, here's another one. Of course, you kind of have to release this one to progress, but I think it still counts anyway. Even though I think you can probably do it without thing. Anyway, I don't know if that's like a war machine factory or something, because it looks like the war machine heads. That, oh well, leave that for another day. Okay, then you got to talk to this guy. You know, see the thing. It's not really important. And then from here on, that should open and release tons of them. It's a lot of squid. And you just walk down there, and then you should have the trophy. Oh yeah, it's pretty easy. Well, not really. It takes a while. It's easy, but it takes a while. and it would be quite hard to do if you didn't, if you didn't know where to look. Okay, the next trophy is Adventure. Okay, I forgot to put the caption here, but it's Adventure, and I think it's like go through 15 gates in the Sunken City or something. Sorry for not putting the caption there, but oh well. Okay, this is, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just have to go through these gates. I've gone through 1 already, and that's 2. 3, 4, 5. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's not that hard. It might take a couple of goes, but it's pretty easy. I think it's 6. Okay, this part's not important. You just have to, do this whole thing. It's completely irrelevant. For this next part, you go up here. It sort of divides. You can that's 7. That's 8, and it's not 8. You can go through that one and still swerve to the right. That's 8. That's 9. That's 10. That's 11. It's still 11. That was a bit fail. I just suck. It's not that hard. Wait, I think that was 12. And 13. 14. 15. And then you got 16, 17, 18. I think 18 is probably the average that most people get. And then by your here, you should have the Adventure Trophy. Okay, this is Trial. Sneak through the underground passage without tearing your scarf. That's pretty self-explanatory. So for this, you've got to go to the 5th level. The first part of this level is irrelevant, so I'm just gonna I've fast forwarded through this. In fact, most of the level, is. I think this looks really nice. You see jellyfish for the first time here, and you can actually, there's one of the fabric extensioners. Okay, we're getting close. Then you see that, but that one doesn't count. That one's just showing that they're bad and stuff. Then that one's just showing how they kill stuff, by looking at it. Okay, here's where it gets important. Down this corridor, you can see them, they sort of go through. I find it easiest for this part to sort of just go to the side and hide. Yeah, so then you can just do it like that. Yeah, I was actually really scared when I saw that because I didn't know that happened. So I was just freaked. Yeah, so you might want to hesitate a bit before you go past that area. I also didn't see that coming, so I was a bit spooked also by that. Then you probably want to hide here. Or at least I did. Yeah, no, when they scream behind you, it's so scary because you don't want to waste the time to look around, but they might be chasing you. Okay, here we go. I think they come down here as well, so I just do the same tactic. Just hide to the side. Hide to the side. And that should work pretty well for you. I'm kind of surprised they don't, look to the sides. Okay, that's pretty much everything important for this part. When you're going down here, it is impossible for them not to see you, so you just got to keep going forward, and then you should be able to, protect yourself. You should be fine. Okay, then just watch. Go through that. Next, it shows you appearing, and then the gateway to the next level should appear. Now you'd think you'd get it before we got to the next level, but you don't. You only get it as you start the next level. So if you haven't gotten it and you finish the level, just hold on a sec and you should get it. And yeah, no, I didn't get to go through all of them, but that's just bad luck. So the next part I should be able to finish all